Hello, welcome to Sugarheads Live. My name is Sugarheads, and my name is Sugar, and you can see me on um, Instagram, Sugarheads2, every day at 12. I've just been not feeling well for the last couple of days. You can get me on, oh God, let me see, on YouTube at Boss Lady Sugarheads. Sugarheads is spelled SHUGARHEADZ as in zebra. Boss Lady Sugarheads on YouTube. Either channel. You'll see me in a black outfit and you'll see me in a white outfit. Either one. If you miss any tapings of the show. I'm so sorry for the last couple of days. I haven't been feeling well. I wasn't even gonna do it today, but I got up to get something to drink. And I said, let me do it real quick so I don't have to miss another show. Camilla Bowles. Camilla Bowles has been with Prince Charles, or a friend of Prince Charles, a very long time. They met 35 plus years ago, and they liked each other before she was married and before he was married. But Miss Bowles didn't have the right pedigree, and plus, she, her and the Queen really didn't see eye to eye, or the royal house didn't see eye to eye. But Miss Bowles has been hanging in there with Prince Charles a long time, and they became friends. They said that because she understood what's going on and she respected it. She didn't like it because she was in love with Prince Charles, but she respected what had to transpire. So they became friends instead of lovers. And she got married, and of course, he got married to Princess Diana. But they remained friends. Now, Princess Diana was a little bit upset that Camilla Bowles was part of the equation, because instead of Prince Charles having a male best friend, he had a female best friend, which was Miss Bowles. And he needed someone he can really confide in. And the way the monarchy was going and the people around them, he couldn't really trust a lot of people. So him and Camilla remained good friends. So Princess Diana, of course, did not like it, that her husband had a best friend, which is a female. And she didn't understand how, if they were supposed to be a couple and now they're not, how can she just be friends with him? Well, Camilla Bowles is from the old school, so she understood, but Princess Diana didn't think she did. You understand? She didn't think that Camilla Bowles should be around her husband, and rightfully so, but you have to understand, when you're at a hierarchy, the more friends that you have that you can trust is the more friends that you want to keep. And maybe Prince Charles felt that, if I can't have her as a lover, I can at least have her as a friend, because he trusted her. And when you're in a certain position, there's not many people that you can trust. And I guess maybe try to explain that to Princess Diana. Princess Diana did not think it's possible that she was just looking out for the best interests of Prince Charles, that she was in love and wanted to be with him, even though all that is right. Camilla knew the functions of his role. That's why she didn't fight, because she is an English person. So even though you're in love and you're with a person, you give your happiness up for the bigger picture, which is the monarchy. So she did a selfless thing. She gave up the chance of being with Prince Charles. She told him, don't fight, don't give up anything for her, and she'll move on, they'll move on, and they decided just to be friends. Because there's a lot of monarchy who gave up the throne, including his son, who gave up the throne for love. But Camilla told him not to. And I commend her for that. But nobody's really giving her any um, commendable recommendations because, she was underlying loving being in love with the prince, but she never sabotaged anything about the monarchy. She respected the title, she respected everything, and she gave up the chance of being happy for the monarchy. So I don't know if her and the queen eventually made up, because eventually she married him. But that's after a long concession. That's after, of course, Princess Diana passing away, and then still after years of going through whatever formidable stuff that they have through the people who run the church and everything else. And she just, maintained friends, and eventually they became back lovers because she divorced her husband. And of course, Princess Diana divorced Prince Charles. So everything was up in the open. So even then, she still waited a while, and then they started dating again. Because she was divorced, he was divorced. And the monarchy know that she's a good friend, and therefore they started rekindling with their relationship as a couple. But before, they were just friends. Some people can do that. Some people can give up their happiness in order for their country. And she loves England. She loved the structure of England hierarchy. She loved the structure of the king and what the king and queen and what it holds, and she gave up her happiness. So I don't know why some of the newspapers don't give her more credit than that she's getting. She respected everything about it, but Princess Diana got a little bit insecure and um, didn't understand. But she had a best friend. She had a male best friend. She had a male best friend. So I don't understand how, not to pound the dead or anything like that. I don't understand how you can have a best friend that's male, but you don't want your husband to have a best friend that's female. I don't think that's fair. Because he could be thinking the same thing. Maybe something's going on with you and your best friend. Because you keep pointing to me and my friend. Maybe something is going on. So maybe that was the banter. Maybe that was a banter that was going on between Prince Charles and Princess Diana. Because she had a male best friend. She was doing the very thing that her husband was doing, but she felt insecure, and the American press ate it, and the British press ate it up. They ate it up because they wanted to. How come she's not doing anything with her best friend, but Prince Charles is? But Prince Charles is. How come? But Camilla hung in there. She rekindled her relationship with Prince Charles. After a while, after a couple of years, they got married. Because, Prince Charles is like, listen, I'm getting older. I don't want to fake anything else. I don't want to start any new relationships. And he was content with his mom ruling. And that's a good thing, because a lot of families would kill each other to leave, They would, but I commended I commended the Windsor family for not trying to do that. I really commend them that. And her and her husband lived a very old age, and then he took over the last month in 2023. Prince Charles did. Commend that, because a lot of families, they're power hungry. They kill each other off for power. You understand? And I really respected the fact that the kids and Prince Charles' children and their wives and the monarchy didn't mind that the Queen was just taking her time to retire. I really appreciated that, because when she died, a lot of knowledge died with her, because she's seen centuries. She's seen centuries of leadership. Who can say that? Who else can say that from in the 20s, you've seen decades of change? The 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 70s. The 70s. Who can say now that they've seen all those changes in a lifetime? So I know that her grandchildren was just listening to her every word of knowledge. She had so much knowledge to give, and it's so sad that she passed. I really miss her, because I didn't know her personally, of course not, but I was praying for her health ever since I was little, that she lasts forever and ever, because she just led the country with, even though it's just a title now, she led the country in a lot, because I know some of those people was asking for advice. I know some of the people in her Congress was asking for a lot of advice. Well, what do you think I should do? And whatever, because she had a wealth of knowledge underneath her head, her and her husband, because he was a military leader. So when he passed, I understand she's married and she lost all hope and everything. She became lonely, because she'd get up every morning and she would have her husband to talk to. That was her best friend. That was her best friend. And I never heard any bad things about him. So to have her leave this earth is a very sad thing. Very sad. I wish the royal family the best, And now Prince Charles is married to Queen Camilla. And she, believe me, she earned that title. She did. She really earned it, because to give so much of yourself to your country, and to give your happiness up for your country, has a lot to say with it. You understand? Has a lot to say of a person. I know Prince Charles' children may not, because I really don't know how they feel, because of course, they listened to their mom. They felt their mom's pain, because their mom was a good mom to them. You understand? So, they probably looked at Carmela as the other woman, because that's what their mom was saying before she passed. I think it was more newspaper wanting to sell that kept putting that in her. They kept putting that in her head. The newspaper did not want peace. They didn't want peace between Carmela and Princess Diana. That would not sell papers. I mean, after a while, it would wear down. So they kept Princess Diana feeling insecure. Meanwhile, if Camilla wanted her husband, she could have been had her. But she understood the duties of royalty. She understood that. But nobody really appreciated that because she was looked at as the other woman. Meanwhile, she was the first woman. She was there first, but her mother-in-law and her father-in-law did not like her, and the powers that be did not like her, thought she was suited, so they did not agree on the marriage between them two. Plus, she was a divorcee and all that, so they just did not want her to be in. But Prince Charles put his foot down and he said, listen, I'm a prince, I can't trust everyone. Would you rather me go out there just to find a wife and I can't trust her, I can't be myself in my olden days? I'd rather be with somebody that I know I can trust or whatever. So they started dating again. So it's not like they was dating while he was married. They was just friends. They were just friends. And she respected it and she left it alone. And the other stuff was people wanting to sell papers. They just wanted to sell papers. They don't believe that a woman or a man could be so close and not having an affair or something. I don't believe they was, because she understood the duties of what entails of a prince. And she's English, so she respected the monarchy. There's still people out there that respect authority. There's still people out there. And she's one of them. So, let me see. They met in 1970. And they met at a party. And one of the, because they have like garden parties and stuff, so they met at a garden party. And they became friends in 1970. Camilla have I'm looking at my notes. Excuse me. She has 2 children, a boy and a girl. And she has she has 2 children with her ex-husband, Andrew Bowles. And she has a boy and a girl with him. And several grandchildren. 1, 2, 3. She has 5 grandchildren. And 3 great-grand. So now she is the queen of the Commonwealth. and 14 other, the UK and 14 other Commonwealths. And she's 75 years old. She was born in 1947. And she has about 3 or 4 grandchildren. And her husband divorced a while back. Let me see.